That'll get you out of a sticky situation. Ta-ta!
Attention all interns. If you do not have a mentor yet, please report to my office immediately for assignment.
Experts agree. It's just not safe to use clairvoyance.
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Without my special
sorry.
clairvoyance
So they
enhancing
don't share the
pins.
top. Hey!
Experts agree. It's just not safe to use clairvoyance.
Harold, what have you
Without
found
my
out about the
special
mole?
clairvoyance enhancing
Nothing?
pins.
Cut! What do you mean my psychopath battle bot is cut?
Austerity measure. Get a hold of yourself, Oleander.
Good luck fighting Maligula without my battle bot, cheapskates.
Hey, I'm with you. Letting him build a battle anything is probably a bad idea.
Oh, right, new intern. Thought I told you not to be late. Doesn't matter. You need a mentor. Let me see who's left.
Ooh, am I helping Mia? Or Sasha on a mission?
No, you're in the mailroom. Your mentor is Nick John Smith.
Mailroom? Nick John Smith? I've never heard of an Agent John Smith.
Nick's not an agent. He's not even psychic. He's just good at sorting mail. You'll love Nick. Everybody does.
But the mailroom?
Ford Cruller himself worked in that mailroom. You could learn a lot there. For one thing, how to be on time. Okay, I've given you fingerprint access to the mailroom. Now scoot. I've got a base to run and a budget to balance.
With that side card, I can make a side challenge. I love these things. Yep. I know it's only for emergencies, but I really feel like trying out my improved pyrokinesis. Nothing like a little clairvoyance booster shot. Hey! How's your dad?
Terrible! I gotta go get him some therapy plant stats.
How'd you get that hatch open?
Oh, it's got a fingerprint combination. I can teach it to you. Come here. It's more than just a number. You kind of have to feel it. Do you feel it?
Yes.
Good. Tell anybody you got it from me, and you're dead. Bye!
Agent 33, please report to Agent
Scanning
48's
for
office.
fingerprint. Access granted.
Mr. John Smith? Hello? Who? New intern here.
Should I tell somebody? I don't want to get poor Nick in trouble. How could Nick let it get like...
There's a narrow slot, but I don't think I can fit through it.
I hope Nick's okay.
Everything okay in here?
Who are you?
I'm, Nick John Smith's new intern.
Oh, so you're the one not sorting all this mail.
Wait,
Better get all this mail sorted, quick! You're making Nick look bad.
got it. I need to sort this mail if I'm going to ace this internship. Side challenge markers are like a hobby of mine. Yoink! Yep. Oh. Oh. Feels like I got a little more spring in my levitation. This package is addressed to Truman Zanotto. Hey, this might be important. I'd better bring it to Truman. Technically, this is official Psychonauts business.
John Smith, you are needed in reception. Nick John Smith to reception.
Be a rank riser, not card miser. Combine your Psy cards with a Psy core from the Automatic.
Where do I find my mentor again?
Your mentor, Nick John Smith, should be waiting for you in the mailroom downstairs. Why can't you remember this?
Psy cards piling up. Turn up to Psy challenge markers with a Psy core from the Automatic.
Some mentors are telling me that some interns have not yet contacted them for their internship projects. I won't name names, but I will soon.
Is this a bad time, Mia?
I always have time for my Kirinjinho.
Well, I'll stop bothering you now.
Never a bother, darling. Ciao.
What if?
Need any help, Sasha?
Yes, from him.
Me?
Help me find the answers I need.
Oh, so this is all my fault.
I'll let you get back to the interrogation. Sorry I can't help.
You've done a lot, Razputin. Thank you.
Looks like no one will ever know.
Scanning for fingerprint. 3, 2, 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. 1. Access granted.
Oh, wow! This is the nerve center, where they track psychic activity and operations around the world. I can't believe they let me in here.
That's affirmative.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access granted.
Card! Yeah. Ho! Huh? Wow! The office of Truman Zanotto, Grand Head of the Psychonauts. Poor Lily. Yep. Yep. Got a side card. Yeah.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access denied. Scanning for fingerprint. Access denied.
Is Truman doing better?
No, he's doing worse. On the way home, he was talking at least, but now he's not even doing that. But I brought him some of my most psychosensitive plants. They should help me figure out what's going on.
Do you want to be alone?
You can stay, but I'm afraid I'm not very good company right now.
Okay, I think I'm ready to talk about that time we met.
Raz, that was like a few days ago.
Right. Well, I'm, glad it happened.
Me too, Raz.
Okay, I'm going to work on this mole thing.
If you find out, you gotta tell me before you tell anyone else if you want real justice to be served.
Oh, okay.
Scanning for fingerprint. Access denied.
Yep. Can I get you anything?
You can find out who did this to him, so I can kill them.
Okay. Did your dad have any enemies?
No! Well, lots actually, if you count all the international criminals he's busted. But they're all in jail!
He ever have a fight with anybody?
Only Uncle Bob, but you know, family stuff.
What did he fight about with Uncle Bob?
Well, my great-uncle Bob Zanotto was a founding member of the Psychonauts, you know, a master of psychoherbology. But after the big fight with Maligula, he sort of fell apart. He became a danger to himself and other agents. My dad had to fire him.
Wow. Fired by your little nephew.
But Uncle Bob would never hurt Dad.
Okay. I'm going to work on this mole thing.
If you find out, you gotta tell me before you tell anyone else if you want real justice to be served.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I'm going to work on this mole thing.
If you find out, you gotta tell me before you tell anyone else if you want real justice to be served.
Oh. Okay. Yep.
Scanning for fingerprint. Scanning. Access granted.
Interns, we do not assign mentors so that you can ignore them. Please check in with your mentors regularly.
There's a narrow slot, but I don't think I can fit through it. Heavy. What the heck did Truman order here? Ouch! That did some damage. Come on, Razputin, precious cargo. Come on, package. You're doing that on purpose. What the?
Hey, you guys gotta check this out. The new kid killed Nick.
He's alive, but he's brainless.
What kind of sick monster would steal Nick's brain? I mean, Nick!
Maybe he saw something he shouldn't have.
But why keep his body alive?
And why mail it to the Grand Head of the Psychonauts?
It could be a warning.
Hey guys, does the Lady Luctopus Casino mean anything to you?
Isn't that where we sent Agent 33?
To investigate suspected delusionist activity?
Agent 33 is 2 days late with her status update.
I'll get the jet.
I'll pack the go case.
I'll stay here and protect the children.
What? Aren't we all going on the mission?
We could use you in tactical command, Agent Forsyth.
And maybe the interns would benefit from...
It's not safe. Not while we have a double agent among us.
I'll take her place. I've heard the buffet there is shockingly reasonable.
Well, if you reconsider, meet us on the jet pad within the hour.
Can't we just...
No, all of you, to the interns' bay. Now! I've got some training exercises planned today that are both informative and safe. Last one there has to delouse the brain tumbler.
TV?
I'll bet those guys took Nick's body back to the mailroom. I should go check and see if he's okay. He is my mentor, after all.
He's brainless.
Be a rank riser, not card miser. Combine your psycards with a psycore from the automatic.
Razputin, Aquato.
Just
I know
thinking
your
about
name
Nick,
now.
you know?
Mostly because you're late for class.
Oh, good. You're finally here. Let me know when you're prepared to learn something. Don't wait too long. You'll miss class.
If I may speak...
You may not. Class is in session.
Can I ask...
Please hold all questions till the end of the lesson.
Agent Forsyth, that mission...
Is being handled by experienced psychonauts. Do not bring it up again.
When does class start?
As soon as you get to my classroom.
This isn't your classroom?
No. This is. So are you ready, kid?
Yeah.
And what are you ready for?
Safety.
Oh, you think the human mind is safe? Well, that's cute. And that is how you perform the advanced psychic ability known as mental connection.
Cool. Ooh, sorry. Could you repeat that?
Sorry, kid. I warned you not to be late. I'm off to attend to some fiduciary concerns. Norma, take over for me, won't you? You can practice with some of those loose ideas.
But Agent Forsyth, is it safe to leave all these thoughts out like this if you're not here?
Norma, please. It takes more than a few rambunctious children to affect the mind of a trained psychonaut.
What are you doing, weirdo?
Try not to fall asleep in my class. All right, Rapscallion. Okay, now how do I explain mental connection extremely simply?
Let me guess. We focus on an idea in someone's mind until we form a tangible connection with it.
Oh, I didn't realize you were a mental connection expert. By all means, give us a demo. Professor.
Let's see.
What the heck did you just do?
I said connect with the idea, not jump inside it like a hamster ball.
Sorry. Old habit from the circus, I guess.
Not only is cilantro delicious, it's affordable and easy to grow in a window box herb garden.
What the heck is that?
What?
You left a slime trail.
It's like he connected the two thoughts together.
Oh, now you're in trouble. Hey, what's the big idea?
Looks like disgust.
Well, I'm sure it's not the first time Razputin has created that thought in someone's mind.
I know cilantro reduces the risk of digestive distress, but it tastes like soap. And honestly, I'd rather have the gas.
Hey, Raz. If you can change Forsyth's opinion of cilantro, maybe you could change her mind about the casino mission.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I mean, she worries about us kids too much. It's taking years off of her life expectancy.
If you could get her not to be so worried all the time.
We could all go on a real Psychonauts mission!
Well, I don't suppose it would hurt to take a look around up there. Just see if there's any, you know, problems.
Straight to the top, Raz!
Of course, if you're scared, don't do it.
Well,
I mean,
what's this little
you'll
nugget of
probably
wisdom
get
doing?
kicked out of the
Ooh,
Psychonauts
like
for
those.
trying, but what the heck?
Connect those thoughts, young man.
Try not to kill her brain, Raz.
Remember, it's for the good of the mission.
Straight to the top, Raz.
Of course, if you're scared, don't do it.
I mean, you'll probably get kicked out of the Psychonauts for trying, but what the heck?
Connect those thoughts, young man.
Try not to kill her brain, Raz.
Remember, it's for the good.
Straight to the top, Raz.
Of course, if you're scared, don't do it.
I mean, you'll probably get kicked out of the Psychonauts for trying,
Here's the
but
steamer
what the
trunk
heck?
tag.
Connect those thoughts, young man.
Try not to kill her brain, Raz.
Remember, it's for the good of the mission.
Not only is cilantro delicious, it's affordable and easy to grow. I know cilantro reduces the risk of digestive distress, but it tastes like soap. And honestly, I'd rather have the gas.
wait. This was a terrible idea.
These poor... They just don't have the experience. If I let them go to that casino, that's it. They'd be dead.
I don't want her to know I'm here.
I'm not letting another
this was a
agent
bad
get hurt
idea.
on my watch.
I'm going back.
I need to keep them safe.
Our Lady of Restraint Neurological Hospital. I think Hollis said she was an intern here once.
I always had my best ideas here. Let's just hope I don't run into Dr. Putz.
Maybe trying to change her mind is a bad idea. No, wait. I think that is a bad idea. This hat box needs a hat box tag. Ah, here's the hat box tag. Pop before I run out of mental energy. No room in here for any bad ideas but my own. speaking of, I gotta catch up to Hollis and try to change her mind about the mission.
Oh my god, look at the size of that kid's head! Get him to radiology, stat!
You saved another life, Dr. Potts.
Oh, please. I was just doing my job.
I heard the technique you used was developed by your intern, Hollis Forsyth.
Oh, my intern? Why, yes, well, we did collaborate on that a little.
The patient will make a full recovery, Dr. Potts. All thanks to you.
Mm-hmm.
And your brilliant intern, Hollis Forsyth.
Why, yes. Well, she has been a helpful assistant. I like the look of these. This brain has made amazing progress.
Another life saved by the Forsyth method.
The Potts method? Potts? It was my invention? That intern merely transcribed my dictation.
Oh, my apologies, Dr. Potts.
In fact, I was thinking of getting rid of her.
Hey, I got half a mind. I've got half a mind to look for the other half. Something tells me it's not too far away.
I can't believe. Ha! Good luck collecting your debts after I'm dead, losers. I can't believe some people prefer open casket funerals. Disgusting. At our current burn rate, that's no good. Maybe if I move some funds around. I could postpone paying those bills, but not these. Another grand is off the table for sure. Bet the gastronauts don't have to pinch pennies like this. Where am I gonna get the money for that? I went to school for medicine. How did I end up stressing about money management all day? Well, I just need to put those thoughts aside and focus on the children. Their safety is the most important thing. And it's not just because a lawsuit would bankrupt us right now. That casino mission would be good experience for them, but it's too risky. What if I let them go and the worst happened? Need to focus. Only one unfathomable fear at a time, Forsyth.
If Hollis associated risk with something more positive than death, it would open her up to so many more missions. I mean, life experiences. I'll take this nugget.
I just remembered how dire the Psychonauts' finances are. I just remembered how dire the Psychonauts' finances are.
If Hollis wants to solve her money problems, she's gonna need to accept some risk.
Don't people who would. Yes. If I let those children go on that mission, they will. I need to stop using cilantro. I should really use soap when cleaning my produce, especially the cilantro. When you pick up wild mushrooms, you really need to clean them thoroughly before cooking. Mushrooms really do. Yes. If I let those children go on that mission, they would surely die.
That's not the change I was going for.
I can't believe some people prefer open casket funerals. Disgusting. Cilantro reduces the risk of digestive distress, but it tastes like soap. And honestly, I'd rather have the gas. I need to stop using cilantro in my cooking. Yes, if I let those children go on that, sure, it's fun to take risks. But what use is it? Who am I kidding? I just remembered how if the Psychonauts don't get some more funding soon, I'm going to die. That's all there is to it.
Interesting. But that's not going to help us go on that casino mission.
Yes. If I let those children go on that mission, they would surely die. I definitely could not handle that stressful casino mission right now. Who am I kidding? If I wasn't worried about something, I wouldn't be me. It just means I care. Sure, it's fun to take risks. But what use is it? I'd love to go foraging in the woods around here, but what if I pick a poisonous mushroom by mistake? Definitely could not handle that stressful life. I just remembered how dire the Psychonauts' finances are. I always wash my hands after handling cash. You don't know where those bills have been. I should really use soap when cleaning my produce. I know cilantro reduces the risk of digestive distress, but it tastes like soap. And honestly, I definitely could not handle that. What if my husband starts wearing socks with sandals? Could I still love him? No. Whenever I see socks with sandals, it reminds me of my favorite
I don't want
German
to bug her in her
college
quiet
professor.
place, especially when she's pondering big ideas like death and money and...
Sure, it's fun to take risks, but what use is it? Who am I kidding? If I wasn't worried about something, I wouldn't be me. I just remembered how dire the Psychonauts' finances are. Sure, it's fun to take risks, but what use is it? Sure, it's fun to take risks, but what use is it? Definitely could not handle that stressful. Who am I kidding? If I wasn't worried about something, I wouldn't be me. It just means I care.
I think the only way to get Hollis to take us on a mission to a casino is to get her to associate risk with money.
Sure, it's fun to take risks, but what use is it? I never say this out loud, but the truth is, I really, really, really just love money. Sure, it's fun to take risks, but what use is it? Sure, it's fun to take risks, but what use is it? I think I just figured out how to solve all our money problems.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Teach, what gives? I was in the middle of a sweet hookup there.
Guess what, kids? You all did so well on your lesson. How about we give your new power a test drive out in the field?
You mean we're going on the mission? For real?
Isn't that dangerous?
You know what they say, Sam. Nothing ventured, nothing brained.
I don't think that's what...
Let's roll.
Heck yes!
Cool.
Right.
Sweet.
Woo!
I'm so glad you changed your mind about the mission, Agent Forsyth. I was nervous about bringing the children, but if you feel that it's safe, then it must be.
It's crucial they find out what these delusionists are up to at the casino. With you handling tactical command, I'd say our probability of mission success has risen 35%.
I'll take those odds. Now, how long till we reach the Lady Luctopus?
We're almost there.
Agent Forsyth, how are you feeling?
Lucky.
Well, We're here. Using a false identity, we've secured a high roller suite to use as our base of operations.
Now, children, you are not to leave the suite. Like most casinos, the Lady Lactopus has a strict no psychics policy.
Weak.
Be happy for this chance to observe Agent Forsyth in action.
Teacup, this is Shoehorn. We are nearing position 1. I'm moving down the primary ventilation shaft, and Dustpan is approaching the front desk. Teacup, come in. Are you there? Hollis.
Oh, yes. Shoehorn, this is Teacup. I have you on visual.
Teacup, this is Dustpan. I'm approaching position 1. After you've disabled the side detectors and inhibitors, on your go-ahead, I'll approach the reception desk and distract the clerks.
After they're distracted, I'll drop into the office and find the room number that belongs to this key. Just make sure to disable the main fan, because my position is close.
No need to explain, agents. You do your job, and I'll do mine. Let's keep radio silent so I can concentrate.
Understood.
Roger that, Teacup. Dustpan out.
Is everything in this place psychic-proof?
What are you doing in there, Sam?
When Agent Forsyth finally blows, this will be the only safe place.
Fine. I don't usually have one so early, but I'm craving a green.
Razputin, don't sneak up on me like that. Listen, do me a favor and run up to the jet, will you? I need my dowsing goggles. I left them on my seat, I think. You wanted to be on a mission. Now here's your first objective. Fetch my dowsing goggles.
Okay, but...
Hurry! Our window of opportunity is closing.
All right, I'll be right back.